Why you look at me? I guess I'll go first.
Okay. Okay, Connor.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah. So
I mean, I didn't do it to be like, you should do it. I
Yeah.
was, I was waiting for someone to say
This is all
something.
my favorite thing. Any questions? Anything you want to talk about? I'll explain.
Yeah. How often were you doing fucking rock climbing?
Me? I go like every 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Why have we never talked about this?
I told you I go rock climbing.
No. You said, I think you said in one episode that you've been like once.
No. I go like every 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I go with Felix like every 2 weeks.
Oh, damn.
yeah. So
I
what?
fucking scratched myself up the other day. Fuck.
What got you into rock climbing or bouldering,
Felix
Felix?
was like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing rock climbing. I was like, all right, I'm down. I like monkey shit. So I was like, I'm down. And it's been very, very fun. I will say though, out of all the workouts I do, it is by far the most like painful afterwards. Your arms are like fucking mummified.
It's like here.
You're like, yeah. And then you're like, someone's like, hey, can you pass me the water? You're like, ah. You like crumble, like someone like poked you, like I don't know, your rectum. You're like, oh.
Yeah, because do you normally use muscles that you don't usually use like during
it's all like
workouts, right?
Yeah, I'd say mostly because the one thing that you use, you don't like even when you lift weights, you don't do it as much.
Yeah.
Like the grip strength here,
Yeah.
around your wrists is like cosmic levels of gravity being forced on them.
Right.
Or in my case, my cake. I have to carry it up. But yeah, no, I've been doing it a bunch.
How good have you gotten at it?
I do like V5s, V6. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Do you want to explain?
Not for me. For
There-
for the audience. of
Bouldering has
course.
a scale. They decided it has to be done with a V's.
Right.
And where am I at? I'm at the higher end of intermediate, they say. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, V5s, V6s. I cannot do V7s. They are way too tough for me. And especially just a scale of like how easy. And you'd think that like I thought, because I didn't know much about rock climbing before, or bouldering specifically in this case. I thought like if it was harder, it was just meant that like there was less rocks or something. But it turns out I was like, actually, it's not that at all. The hard ones, like V7 onwards, they have no grip.
Yeah.
Like, you're like basically like hands against, it's fucking impossible. I don't know how they do it.
It's also like, from my experience, because I've been bouldering a few times with Felix this year as well. Some bouldering places also just like straight up lie.
Well,
Where it's like they'll say like, oh, this is a V5, and you're like, this is way too easy for a V5, and then you go to a V4, and it's like, this is V8.
yeah. I mean, look, I like pretty comfortable doing like V5s, but I can do some V6s, but then I'll struggle on some V4s because like there's different styles. Well, not styles. There's different like if it's just an overhang with very nice grips, it's like all right, I can like strength my way through that. But sometimes it's like a very small technical one that I'm not very good at moving my legs around properly.
Yeah.
It's
like the swing around and stuff.
Swings are tough because I've got too much weight. So anything that revolves me around moving my weight,
Bottom heavy.
Bottom heavy.
yeah, it's kind of tough, but it's it's been really fun. It's been probably the sport activity I enjoy most outside of cycling. I'm just enjoying it. I'd love to do some more.
How much
with it.
technique have you like learnt with it?
Fucking nothing.
Or have you just like literally just cavemaned your way through of like?
No, I mean I think the big thing that I'm constantly trying to do is like when you do bouldering, you always think like it's all about the arms, but I feel like it's so much more about legs. And where you're positioning your legs constantly.
Right.
And moving your legs at the right places and not like flailing around is a really hard thing to get better at, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm getting better.
Well, because the whole technique revolves around like you're not supposed to technically carry any weight on your arms. It's all in the legs.
I mean, sometimes you have to, but
Yeah.
ideally you don't want to be using situations or find yourself in situations
Yeah.
where you are like only climbing with your hands. Like you want to be climbing, like your feet should help you, then your arms secure and pull you up, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea, but it's just not that easy. I mean, it's fun though. It's really rewarding. I like it because it feels like I get a pump. Sometimes when I go to the gym, you go there and you lift the weights, but you didn't lift the weights. You know what I mean? You just kind of did what you normally do. You didn't do a great job. You didn't get the pump you were looking for, but you didn't have the energy to go for it either.
Yeah.
But it's still better to do it and then do nothing, right?
Right.
Whereas rock climbing, you can't do that. It doesn't give you the option to like half-ass it. You will get a workout more than you intended always. And I like that because I'm bad at like lying to myself. I'll phone in my workout. I'll do 5 kilograms less than I can just because I'm like,
It's like still counts.
Yeah.
yeah, because in my head I'm like, it's better to do something. But then I'm like, man, kind of just fucking add the weight that you know you should be doing. And then whenever I go, because sometimes me and Felix go to the gym as well, and he'll be like, nah, you can do more. And I'm like, fuck you, Felix, bro. Fuck off.
You both are just
like
like
a dad. You can't lie.
Yeah, you both are just like competitive toxic gamers at your peaks.
Yeah, but he's crazy, bro. He's in insane shape. I'm not so much. I just kind of like, I'm athletic, but not like, I don't take care of myself well enough to.
Yeah.
My body fat is like too high.
Makes me think
Too many
because
beers.
Felix basically quit drinking, right?
Yeah,
Damn, it's just like, I think that's just the secret.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
That's kind of most of it.
yeah.
I refuse. No.
You know, giving it up completely is just something different. and-
You're too British for that.
yeah, we're just too
Look, I
fucking
can cycle
British for
across the
that.
fucking country and still have a beer at the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what-
knowing
what's the
you
point?
have a beer waiting
Yeah,
for
man.
you
Yeah.
at the end of it. That
Only reason to make it through the day.
sometimes that beer after like a hard day's work just hits
It's true.
different.
That's
It
true,
does.
man. That's true.
You know,
And you know, so, I mean, I just like food and drink too much. It's like it's my passion in life. Speaking of food,
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the hell is that thing at the bottom?
bro, this is Daps' famous hood joint.
What is it?
Why you guys not? What
the fuck is
I
it?
don't know what
Daps'
this is.
famous hood
I
joint.
don't even know what I'm looking at.
Dude, it's this place in Kichijoji, and I talk about it all the fucking time on stream.
Yeah.
I literally, me and Pete, it's like
Oh, it's actually called Daps' famous hood.
it's called
joint.
Daps' famous hood joint, and my goodness, the chicken and rice is something else. It is diabolically good. And he does like chili cheesesteaks, which Pete loves, but I've never ordered it. I've only ever ordered the rice.
Okay.
Chicken rice. He does it New York style.
Right.
It's like turmeric rice.
Is this a chain or is this just
Nah,
one
it's
store?
One store,
In
baby.
Kichijoji?
One store, and I ordered a chicken and rice like fucking like daily. This, dude, show the pic. Dude, it doesn't look like much.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like much.
I mean, as someone who orders a lot
telling you.
of chicken and
Nah,
chicken
'cause
over rice.
that
The
doesn't-
sandwiches
Yeah,
look too bad.
sandwiches look
He
great.
does like an
though.
omakase burrito too, but this has like been
Omakase
that's what I
burrito?
get. That's what I get. Show this is like Gaunt's nightmare. Click it.
Oh
That's
my
what I
God.
get.
That's so much sauce.
Chicken and rice,
all right.
and they sauce. But the best part is the
Yeah,
chicken.
that's kind of fire.
It's like a dry rub on the chicken. It's
Okay,
so tender. It's phenomenal.
I'm looking at those sandwiches though, dog.
Dude, the
Those
sandwiches
look
also.
sick.
Dude, this is my spot, man. If you come to Japan and you're missing some American food, yeah, and you want some good shit, so it's an omakase burrito, so it changes it every day. So you just get whatever.
Oh,
whatever's in the
okay.
burrito.
Okay.
It's just been my fucking spot, and then it looks
Did
like this
Pete introduce
inside.
you?
Yeah, Pete introduced me. Pete goes there so often. The guy was like, "Oh, name a sandwich after you, Pete, if you want."
You know, I'm looking at these sandwiches now, and I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe quitting the beer might not be enough.
Okay, maybe beer's half the
yeah,
work.
You saw how
they
much-
seem
you saw how
big.
much sauce is on that rice, right?
Yeah.
In a day now, if I order this, I don't need anything else because I'm like, I
Yeah,
can't.
why would you? Because you are done. Your calorie intake is just done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need to have the drinkable mayonnaise because I think you're drinking the mayonnaise right
See,
there.
I've-
Because he packs these things full.
Yeah.
So the rice, it's like the perfect amount of sauce in the end.
right.
See, I've
So
been eating.
saucy.
I'm not
chick-
complaining.
Yeah, I've been eating chicken over rice like almost every day as well because I think
Yeah.
it's healthier than some of the other shit I've been eating. But mine's doesn't have any sauce on it. It's
So what? It's just
Just chicken and
you just
rice
raw dog
dry
chicken and rice.
it's a dry rub. It's a dry rub. Dry rubs are so OP,
with
bro.
Japanese rice. No, thank you.
Come on, bro. Come on.
No, thank
come
you.
on.
You gotta use that like the turmeric rice. It's so fucking fire.
Turmeric rice is pretty fucking goated as well. I
Yeah.
love,
So good.
yeah, I love my turmeric rice as
So
well.
I order from this place maybe like 3-4 times a week. Sometimes they're not open though, and it breaks my heart. 'Cause I'll hype myself up the whole day about it. I'm like, I can't wait.
That's a little too much sauce for me, if I'm being
No, it's
honest.
because you can't see what's underneath, Gant.
Yeah, that's how you know it's good when you can't
That's-
see anything underneath.
Dude, it's like the weight of this package tells you everything you need to know. When you get it and you pick it up, you're like, oh, this man cares. He
Yeah.
cares so much.
Replace the rice with like hot chips, and that's basically my diet during uni.
Is the name maybe a little dumb? Yes, Daps' famous hood joint.
Nah, I would argue that's a great name.
Yeah, I always fucking hype it up to whenever I'm streaming as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting Daps. I'm getting Daps. It's just so good, man. It's definitely like 2,000 calories though, but it is
Yeah.
worth it.
I mean, is it is the guy running it Japanese or is he like
I lived in America for a while.
Lived in America for a while, so you know it's So
It's phenomenal. I mean, look at the inside with the it's like red brick steps. There's no seats. There's just steps.
that's how you know.
Yeah, man. It's that New York attitude. Fuck you. You want a chair?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
No, fucking give you a chair. It's so good. You gotta go there. You gotta go there.
All right,
Trust me,
we'll
trust me,
go
trust
there.
me.
We'll go
You can
there.
order it. They deliver, man. And
They
it's
deliver?
a game changer.
I'm probably not close enough to get delivery
be.
from that place.
This place is close enough.
Okay. So going on to some of the other stuff on there as well. Of course,
What are you talking
Slay the
about?
Spire.
So let's find the board
The
The
game.
board
board
game
game,
specifically.
which I mean, you introduced me to that, and
Yeah.
it is the best board game I have played
I mean,
thus
yeah.
far.
Got me into board games, basically.
Still need to
I
play
like
it.
board games.
Yeah. We talked about this briefly on Trash Taste, but Joey, you definitely need to play it if we have an extra it says on the board game website 2 hours. It's definitely like a 3-4 hour kind
Yeah,
of
it
like
takes a
board
long time.
game. Especially if you're getting through some of the later stages. I think we really lucked out on our first
did luck
playthrough
out. We did
because
luck
we
out.
managed to beat it. That's just because I got the perfect combo off on like the final boss.
Yeah,
Right.
we were fucked.
How close is it to the actual video game? Because I've only played the board game. I've never actually played the
Yeah, well,
roguelike video game.
pretty much very close. I want to say, like, if you played the board game, you can play the game and vice versa.
Yeah.
Some mechanics are slightly different. Like vulnerable works slightly different, whereas it used to be like, I think in the card game, it takes one attack. In the digital game, it's all the attacks that turn.
Yeah.
There's very slight differences, and also the numbers. In the card game, the numbers are a lot smaller because obviously you have to count yourself, and already the numbers get pretty big.
Yeah.
Let's say the Spire, they can go up to like 700 damage in
Yeah.
one turn. Like they can get really dumb.
Yeah.
So it's basically just a simplified like numbering system. It's phenomenal. If you like Slay the Spire, which everyone I know who has ever touched the game has loved that game, you will also love the board game. It is phenomenal.
If you can get someone to guide you through it as well, it makes it a lot like easier. I mean, even for me, I don't really play roguelikes, but I have played like card games before. And the biggest selling point for me was this is the first time you've just played where I've experienced playing like a co-op card game. Normally when I think of card games, it's all like
Against each other.
PvP.
Yeah, PvP against each other. But this one, it's PvE, and you are all coming together, and you have to look out for each other as well. I think the goated mechanic of this is if one person dies,
That's
everyone
it.
dies.
Yeah.
There is no continue. If one person dies, everyone's out of the game. So you are as invested
Work
as each
together.
other
You can't
to.
just be like, fuck that guy. I'm a
Yeah, exactly. Even if someone is like giga throwing or building up for an attack that never came. Not going to name any names.
We
he's not-
might have had someone who did that.
Might have had someone who did that. Not going to name any names. He's not here to defend himself. But, sometimes but you got to work together playfully. And I would be interested to play the 4-player version as well.